Do you know taking drugs?
No.
Okay.
Magic mushrooms and things wreck your brain and your
They wreck your brain.
and your liver and all sorts of
Yeah.
things.
So I thought I'd finally go out to the public domain and ask people about drugs. This video is the first of a new series of social experiments / street interviews relating to drugs. Assuming that it gets a good response and you guys want more, of course. This isn't the most revolutionary idea, I know, but as far as I'm aware, there's no one really doing this in the drugs / psychedelic YouTube space. And it's funny because I actually had this idea ages back when I started this channel, but I was way too scared and socially anxious to actually do it. It's only now that I've built up the courage to do it, which doesn't really faze me anymore. In fact, I had a lot of fun doing this. So I went out yesterday and asked a few people about what they thought the most harmful drug in society and what they thought the safest one was, and then tell them the reality of it and then see their reactions. I'm basing my answers on a few studies like the famous David Nutt multicriteria analysis, which I will leave in the description box below. The point of this video is not to say that alcohol is the most harmful drug out there and that magic mushrooms are the safest, period. Definitely not. Drugs and how they interact with each individual and society is a lot more complicated than that, as there are many factors in play, I get it. For example, alcohol can be an incredibly safe drug if you take it responsibly, just like magic mushrooms can be detrimental to you if you take it in the wrong context. I'm just using these studies as a reference point to spark up a conversation, hear people's opinions on these topics, and to also prove a point on how many of us, especially Australians, don't even consider alcohol to be a drug, let alone a harmful hard drug. I mean, people drink this stuff all the time like it's soft drink, even though there is one alcohol-related death every 10 seconds, which is more than all illegal drugs combined. It's just funny and interesting how everyone blames the illicit drugs. Let me make myself clear. I'm not telling you guys that you should stay away from alcohol, that you should take illicit drugs. Do whatever you want. I really don't care. The whole point of this video is to poke fun at the mainstream view and misconceptions on drugs and how the legality of a drug has nothing to do with how harmful or safe they are to one's health. Okay, so this whole thing's a joke, it's entertainment. It's nothing to be taken seriously. So that being said, enjoy guys, and if you do like the video, don't forget to share and subscribe to this channel, and if you want to support me on this mission, check out Patreon or get a t-shirt. Peace. Hey, excuse me guys, I'm just doing a quick social experiment. Do you mind if I ask you a quick question on drug awareness?
Yeah.
Okay, so what do you think is the most harmful drug, legal or illicit, in society?
Maybe ice?
Ice?
I know virtually nothing about it. I've never taken any, but my impression is that it's ice.
Okay, so you never taken drugs?
No.
Okay.
And we got ice, I think.
Ice?
Heroin. Yeah, I don't know.
Well, I think at the moment it's the methamphetamines.
Okay, so ice?
Yeah.
Cool, that's what most people are saying.
Yeah.
Alright, heroin.
Heroin?
Heidi,
Yeah.
most harmful drug?
Most harmful drug.
Alcohol.
Congratulations, you're the first person to say that.
That's really hard.
It's a tough one.
There's so many drugs in the world.
There's a lot.
I want to say alcohol. Does that count as a
Alcohol?
drug?
Does
Even
that
though I
count?
really like alcohol.
It definitely counts as a drug. There was actually a study done on this by one of the leading drug experts in the world, and they found that alcohol was actually the number one.
Oh my god, like yesterday.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a drug though. 'Cause
Yeah. So what? Are you surprised about this?
no,
No?
We watching it.
Yeah,
Really?
with in Alaska and Bethel, like it's obviously banned, like they can't sell alcohol.
We just talked about it last night. And
Uh,
how it's banned and how it's
Yeah, it's crazy, huh? Alcohol is actually the most harmful drug in society.
Sorry, I didn't pick up the word. I didn't equate alcohol with drug.
Yeah, I know.
You know,
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, more people die from alcohol, being drunk and so on, than anything else.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Are you surprised or?
Well, it kind of makes sense now that you say that.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, yeah.
People don't usually think about it as a drug, yeah?
yeah.
It's just a beverage, mate.
Yeah.
Got me there. That's a good one.
Does that surprise you or?
Nah, man. Of course.
No?
My first thing is to think about illicit drugs, obviously.
Yeah.
But yeah, it goes without saying. Most
Yeah.
addictive drug in the world, isn't it?
Pretty much. Most people don't even consider it a drug, right?
Yeah.
You're one of the very, very few people who are correct. Because usually people jump straight to ice, heroin,
Yeah,
drugs to
I know.
society.
I know that.
Yeah?
Yeah, I actually know that.
Okay, so you're not surprised about that?
No, not at all. But whilst I know that nearly all of us use alcohol and it causes lots of problems,
Yeah.
and I know there is violence involved in it too, but it's nothing like you get from methamphetamines.
Yeah. In Australia, it's definitely a huge problem.
Yeah.
What do you think is the safest recreational drug in society? They've done studies on this as well. If you had to guess.
The safest?
The safest.
I would say marijuana.
Nope.
No. What would you say?
Non-alcoholic. Oh my god, I have no idea. Like,
Is it caffeine?
Nope.
Because I'd had so little experience.
Yeah, it's
I
just
used
a guess, mate,
No,
that's it.
but I used to be a teacher,
Yep.
but even then, because I'm much older than I look,
Yeah.
an ex-student of mine who came back as a teacher, she could recognise if a kid had come in after lunch and had been on dope, smoking dope,
yeah.
but I couldn't.
Okay.
You know,
Yeah.
because she just needed to look at their eyes.
Okay. Yeah.
So, I mean, I imagine it's marijuana, but I really don't know.
Marijuana.
I guess marijuana would be one of them, but I don't think it is. I guess cannabis.
Weed.
Weed?
I don't honestly know too much about it.
Okay,
I've
just have a
never-
guess.
Never even
Yeah.
done anything, so I can't say.
Yeah.
And I hear good things and bad things about pot.
About pot? Yeah.
It's not as bad as using alcohol where people get violent and that kind of thing. They just
Exactly.
kind of waste away a bit.
Yeah.
So it's a bit more sad, but yeah, probably less harmful than some of the other ones.
Yeah. So would you say
So
weed?
yeah, let's go weed.
Okay. That's what actually literally
Yeah.
everyone says, as you can see.
Yeah, I think I'm supposed to say something like marijuana.
Yeah, that's what everyone says. It's close, but
But it's not, because
Nah.
I know it also it causes people to do stupid things.
yeah, it's magic mushrooms. Just so you know.
oh my god, oh, fun.
Yeah, of course, yes.
Should we grab a beer and then go mushroom picking?
That concludes my last question. Do you want to buy some shrooms? No, I'm joking.
Yeah.
I'm joking.
Yes,
All right,
let's do it.
thanks guys.
Okay.
Are you surprised?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah? Surprisingly, it's magic mushrooms. What are your thoughts on that?
LSD.
Magic mushrooms. It's similar, but
I mean, I knew two students who took LSD 40 years ago.
oh yeah.
That's about it.
Wow.
Oh, okay, cool.
Are you surprised
Yeah.
on that? Yeah.
Yeah. I
Why?
didn't know that,
Yeah.
but I didn't really think about it either.
Yeah, true. Hallucinogenics.
Yeah,
They
are
don't do
you-
anything after you use them.
Yeah. Awesome. So
Yeah.
you're not surprised about that answer?
Not after thinking about it. But yeah, it's just weird
Really?
because of
Yeah.
how often it's used, I suppose.
Yeah.
So what is it?
It's magic mushrooms.
All right.
Yeah. Are you surprised about that answer?
Yeah,
Yeah?
because I don't know if the studies related to the use, how many people use them, but
Yeah.
magic mushrooms and things wreck your brain and your
They wreck your brain.
liver and your liver and all sorts of
Yeah.
things.
It's magic mushrooms.
Oh, really? There
Yeah.
you go.
Are you surprised by that?
Well, I thought maybe magic mushrooms. I was like, maybe that, but I don't know
You
much
didn't want
about
to say
them.
it?
So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, awesome. Thanks
All
for your
right.
time. Have a good day.
Almost 2 for 2.
Yeah. All right, so.